Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie and I'm headed to the beach for a week-long vacation and I'm not bringing any nail products with me. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I do a dip powder mani on my natural nails to make them last. So I'm not wearing peel base. I'm just going to rock this mani the entire time I'm at the beach. I went ahead and did my nail prep off camera, but I will have a video coming soon on how I prep my natural nails for a dip powder mani. But for today's mani, I'm using two upcoming new colors from Double Dipp'd that were gifted to me. So this is Pink Moscato and On Wine Time, and I absolutely love the way these look together. And of course, because Halloween is my favorite holiday, I wanted to make this mani Halloween, so I'm going to incorporate some Waterslide decals. These are some amazing foil Waterslide decals that I have from Decals by Melissa. So I'll show you at the end my process for the Waterslide decals as well. And you probably know by now, of course, I'm going to be using some of my favorite dip liquids. These are the Double Dipp'd dip liquids, and I am an ambassador for Double Dipp'd, so you can always use my ambassador code, Purplicious18, to save 18% off your orders. But enough about that, let's get into this mani, starting with On Wine Time. Now, because I want this mani to last a little more than a week, I'm going to do a little bit of the apex method, but it's not going to be the true apex method. I just want to make sure that my nails are thick enough to where they have strength. So I'm taking my dip base and I'm applying a strip down the center of my nail. And once I've got that down, I'm going to dip into On Wine Time. So that's going to be my first layer. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to create a lot of bulkiness around my cuticle area, but I do want some reinforced strength. Now, I'm not doing the full apex method, but because you can see my natural nails aren't really long. So when you really need that apex, when it's really critical, is when your nails are long, because that's going to give you strength and reinforce your nails so that they don't crack or break on you. But because my nails are shorter, I don't really need that apex. I'm just looking for more thickness so that I have a mani that lasts. I also want to mention before I forget that these two colors that I'm using in today's mani were released to Double Dipp'd sub bag members on October 15th. But if you are not a sub bag member, which by the way, I highly recommend their sub bags, they're only quarterly, so it's not a huge commitment. But anyway, if you are not a sub bag member, they will release general release on October 22nd. Now back to my mani, I dusted off the excess powder from my first layer, so now I'm going in with my second layer of dip base. And so I'm going to apply the dip base to almost my entire nail, but I'm just going to leave a little gap between my sidewalls and cuticle area. Same thing, because I don't want to create a lot of bulk. So I'm not doing my entire nail. I'm just shy of the cuticle area and sidewalls. And I have to mention, wait till you see On Wine Time top coated. It is such a beautiful, deep, solid wine color. I think this is the perfect staple color for fall or winter time, just because it's just so deep and beautiful. Now for my third layer, this is going to be applying the dip base to my entire nail. So now I am covering the sidewalls and the cuticle area. Obviously, I don't want any dip base on my skin, and if I get any on my skin, I'll clean it up immediately, because product on your skin can cause lifting. And because I'm going to be away at the beach for a week and I'm not going to have any of my nail products with me, I do not want to have lifting, because I won't have a way to remove the dip powder mani. And if moisture gets trapped in between your natural nail and your dip powder, it can cause greenies, which I do not want to happen. Now, because I dipped my entire nail, I'm going to now take my precision tool and make sure I clean up my sidewalls and cuticle area, just to make sure I don't have any excess product on my skin. Now, of course, that's not the only reason that could cause lifting. So I made sure before I started my dip powder mani that I pushed back my cuticles, I cleared any of that invisible cuticle, and I also made sure my nails were properly dehydrated. I'm now going to go in with my fourth and final layer of On Wine Time, and it's going to be a full layer of dip similar to my third layer. So I'm applying my dip base in a thin, even layer to my entire nail, and then once I have that on, I'm going to dip into On Wine Time. So I'm going to do this for both my ring finger and thumb, and you'll see at the end that my nails aren't super bulky, even though it's 4 layers, actually 5 layers, because I'll cap and clear, so 5 layers total. But you'll see they won't be bulky at all because of the way I dipped, doing a little bit of the apex method. For my cap and clear, I'm going to be using Glowful, which is a clear powder that glows purple because I love anything that glows. And of course, I'm going to love a glow purple. Because of the glow pigments in Glowful, I'd say it's not a crystal clear, but it is pretty darn clear. A good test of your clear is dipping it against a dark solid color. In On Wine Time is a dark solid color, and you'll see that it doesn't come out grainy or speckly. It looks pretty darn clear, and I don't think you can tell that I used a glow clear on it. I'm going to be doing the same process I did on Wine Time for Pink Moscato, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I don't want to be too repetitive, but I do want you to see this color because it is so stunning. So Pink Moscato is a super shimmer, so the shimmers in here are similar to Tiny Dancer and Lavish if you have those, and they are just so beautiful to look at. I do also want to note that I am dusting off the excess powder in between layers, but I do that off camera because I'm doing that directly into my trash can, just because I don't want to get my workstation covered in these beautiful shimmers. I finished everything up off camera, so here's how it's looking after a quick file and buff. So now let's get into the Waterslide decals. So I've got these foil Waterslide decals from Decals by Melissa, and I think they are so unique. I love her foil Waterslide decals, and they're so easy to use, and I love that you can choose your color of the foils. So for this set, I actually picked Oil Slick, and the effect is so cool. I'm going to try to show you video of it at the end, but it is just so unique. Similar to other Waterslide decals, this is on a transparent background, so I'm going to cut as close to the design as possible, but I don't have to be exact. So I'm going to cut out the two decals I'm going to use, and those are both going to go on my On Wine Time nails. I need something tacky for my Waterslide decals to adhere to, so I'm using my double dipped Hema free gel base, and I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. Once I'm ready, I'm going to place my decal in a little bit of water. So I've got this resin dish by Resining Crafts RVA, and I'm going to let my decal soak for about 20 seconds. I find for the foil Waterslide decals, they need a little bit longer than regular Waterslide decals. So for regular decals, I do about 10 to 15 seconds, but I have an easier time peeling the backing on the foil ones with about 20 seconds. So once that time has passed, I'm going to fish it out of the water with my tweezers and dab off the excess water with a paper towel, and then pick it up with my jelly stamper. And then I'm going to very gently peel off the backing just to expose the decal. And if there's any excess water, I'm going to dab that as well. I went ahead and top coated everything with my double dipped Hema Free Ultra Shine gel top coat. I cured that for a full 60 seconds. And now that everything is fully cured and cooled off, I'm going to rehydrate my cuticles by applying my Scales of Mermaid Cuticle Oil. This is in the scent, of course, I make poor decisions because I've got on wine time, so I figured I'd stick with the whole wine theme. And here we are with the finished look. What do you think? I absolutely love these two colors. I think they pair together so beautifully. And don't forget, these two colors are going to release at Double Dipped for sub members on October 15th and for general release on October 22nd. So make sure you mark your calendars because you need these colors in your life. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I wanted to make sure that I was thorough enough to where it could hopefully help you if you're dipping on your natural nails and you don't use peel base. I wanted you to see my entire process and know what I do to make sure my mani lasts. Now, I'm back from the beach now, so I did the mani before I left for the beach, and I'm doing the voiceover when I'm back. So I will say happily that the mani lasted the entire time. I had no lifting, and I absolutely really enjoyed this. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.